If knowledge is power, why are many well-informed leaders often paralyzed by analysis? Why do some executives who read countless reports struggle with decision-making? And why do leaders who focus selectively on information often accomplish more than those who try to know everything? Welcome back to Deliberate Leaders. I'm Allison Dunn, and today I'm going to tell you why trying to know everything is the fastest way to achieve nothing. I was coaching a CEO who was drowning in information. He read every industry report, attended every conference, and demanded daily updates from each department. He prided himself on being the most informed person. But his company was stagnating. Decisions took forever. His team was frustrated because nothing moved without his approval. And despite having all that information, he was making increasingly poor strategic choices. When I dug deeper, I discovered something fascinating. He was so busy consuming information that he had no time to think. He knew everything about everything and understood nothing about what mattered. That's when I learned the uncomfortable truth. Most information isn't power. It's noise. Here's the problem. We've been taught that good leaders stay informed about everything. But information without filter is just distraction. And distraction is the enemy of excellence. Think about the most successful people you know. Do they know everything about everything? Number. They know exactly what to ignore and exactly what to focus on. They've mastered what I call strategic ignorance. Strategic ignorance isn't about being uninformed. It's about being selectively informed. It's the deliberate choice to remain ignorant about things that don't serve your highest priorities. Steve Jobs was famous for this. He didn't want to know about market research for the iPhone. He said consumer research would have told him people wanted a better BlackBerry, not a touchscreen computer. His strategic ignorance about conventional wisdom created revolutionary products. But here's where it gets dangerous. There's a difference between strategic ignorance and willful blindness. Strategic ignorance is intentional and purposeful. Willful blindness is just ego and laziness. So how do you know the difference? Strategic ignorance serves your vision. Willful blindness serves your comfort. Here are 3 strategies to develop strategic ignorance. Strategy 1, the focus filter. Before consuming any information, ask, does this directly impact my 3 highest priorities this quarter? If not, ignore it, delegate it, or schedule it for later. Strategy 2, the decision relevance test. When someone brings you information, ask, what decision does this help me make? If they can't answer clearly, you don't need to know it right now. Strategy 3, the strategic blind spot audit. Identify 3 areas where you're going to be strategically ignorant. These should be important areas that someone else can handle better than you. Then actually stay out of them. I worked with a tech startup founder who was micromanaging product development, marketing campaigns, and financial planning. He was exhausted and nothing was getting done well. We implemented strategic ignorance. He chose to be strategically ignorant about day-to-day marketing execution and detailed financial reporting. Instead, he focused solely on product vision and strategic partnerships. Result: product development accelerated. Marketing campaigns improved because his team had ownership, and he closed 2 major partnerships that transformed the business. The areas he ignored didn't suffer. They thrived because someone else was actually paying attention to them. Here's your challenge. Pick 3 things you're currently tracking closely that don't require your personal attention. Choose to be strategically ignorant about them for the next month. Notice how your focus and effectiveness improve. Remember, your attention is your most valuable resource. Don't waste it on information that doesn't create value. Leaders who try to know everything accomplish nothing. Leaders who know what to ignore accomplish everything. Stop trying to be the smartest person in the room. Start trying to be the most focused person in the room. That's a wrap for today's episode of Deliberate Leaders. Great leaders don't know everything. They know what matters. Until next time, keep thinking boldly, leading deliberately, and focusing strategically.